Hello and good day. So today we will be discussing about how will we integrate by using by using trigonometric transformation. So here, so let us consider some different cases in which may ilang cases to. So ang ginagawa lang dito para maging madali yung pag-integrate natin instead of using integral using uh, trigonometric functions, why not i-transform natin using different trigonometric identities yung mga functions natin. Ta-transform natin sila so that magiging mas madali yung pag-integrate natin. Kumbaga ang mangyayari, mapapadali yung pag-integrate natin kasi by use of power formula na lang yun. So may several cases tayo dyan. So let's start by discussing yung pinakaunang case. So, my case, consider this case, tinatawag siya as the odd powers of sine and cosine. So, ano sinasabi nito? So, let us consider yung integral of sine raised to m u cosine raised to n u. Okay? So, let's consider this integral. Sine raised to m and cosine raised to n. Where either, ang sinasabi dito, either m or n is a positive odd integer. Or both m and n are odd. So alam naman natin kung ano yung mga odd numbers, di ba? Odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on and so forth. So kung yun daw yung mga odd number, yung m and n, so m and n are exponents. So those are powers. Exponents yan ng sine and cosine. So kung mga odd yung m and n, so tandaan, positive odd integer. Hindi lang siya basta odd integer, kundi positive. Kailangan positive yung m and n natin. So we will use, ita-transform natin ito by using yung mga trigonometric formulas natin. So, by using cosine squared u, that is equal to 1 minus sine squared u. And also, this process continues to basic formula na power formula na lang. Pag ginamit natin, pag transform natin. Okay? So, ang ginagawa dito is ima-minus 1 natin yun. So, by using yung itong trigonometric identity, Pythagorean identity natin ito ng sine and cosine. Also, kapag say example, ito yung odd, ito is even. So, palagi nyo pipiliin yung odd. Palagi nating pipiliin yung odd, yun ang ita-transform natin dito in this form. So, di ba, similarly, we all know that sine squared u that is equal to 1 minus cosine squared u. Okay? So, gagamitin natin ng mga transformation na to. So, in transforming, ang gagawin natin, from here, ay nawala yung du. So, may du pa dyan. So, from here, sa formula na to, ita-transform natin siya in the form that the integral of sine raised to mu cosine raised to n minus 1 u, and yung binawas natin dito is imumultiply natin siya. Okay? So, ganito yung magiging transformation natin. So, makikita nyo yan kapag ka nagkaroon na tayo ng sample problem. Okay. Sample. Evaluate the integral of sine raised to 4x cosine raised to 3x dx. So, napansin nyo, sabi sa case 1, either one of them, m or n, is add. So, dapat daw, isa sa kanila is add. Kung nakita natin na yung add is yung cosine. Yung power ng cosine which is 3. So, yun yung add. So, ang gagawin natin is using this transformation, yung cosine dito, babawasan natin ng isa, and yung isa is i-multiply natin dito. Okay? So, anong mangyayari sa problem natin? This will now become the integral of sine raised to 4x cosine. Bawasan natin yung 3 ng isa, magiging squared na lang times cosine x dx. Okay? So, next, we will now transform this using yung itong mga formula na to, Pythagorean identities. So, using those identities, ita-transform natin itong cosine squared x na ito. So, anong mangyayari sa ating formula? This will now become the integral of sine raised to 4x. So, let's transform this. So, di ba, ang cosine squared x, that is equal to 1 minus sine squared x. So, yan ang transformation ng cosine squared x. Then, transform lang ito, pupunta dito. Then, multiply pa rin by cosine of x dx. Now, we can now distribute ito dito. So, ang mangyayari, magiging na tong integral of sine raised to 4x times 1. So, yan na muna ang i-distribute natin. Magiging sine raised to 4x times 1 minus sine raised to 4x times sine squared x. So, di ba ang mangyayari is mag-a-add yung ating exponent. So, this will now become sine raised to 6x, di ba? Mag-a-add yung exponents times cosine x dx. Now, we can ito naman, integrate na natin to hiwa-hiwalay. The integral of sine raised to 4x cosine x dx minus the integral of sine raised to 6x cosine x dx. Okay? So, kasi ginawa natin yon kasi now we can now proceed to power formula. Kung ang u natin is sine x and ang exponent di ba dito is 4. Kasi ito, naka-raise na lang to sa 1. Naka-raise na lang yan sa 1. So, pwede na kayong mag-power formula. If our u is sine x, di ba, ang derivative ng sine is positive cosine x dx. So, bali, ito na yung magiging du natin. Okay? So, same scenario dito. Ang u din dito is sine x, n is 6. Ang du, cosine x dx. So, by u substitution, palitan natin yung formula. Magiging itong, ang sine x raised to 4 magiging u raised to 4 kasi ito yung sine x. Tapos itong natira dito, alin na to? So, yan na yung ating du. Minus the integral of u raised to 6. Kasi sine x raised to 6 times ang cosine x dx, yan na yung ating du rin dito. Okay? Now, considering this, by using power formula, this will now become the integral of u raised to Ay, evaluating na pala the integral. This is now equal to u raised to n plus 1, which is 4 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 minus, ito naman, u raised to 6 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 plus c. Okay? So, substitute na natin diretso yung u dito, which is sin x, magigitong 1 over 5 sin x raised to 5 minus 1 over 7 sin x raised to 7 plus c. So, yan yung ating magiging final answer. So, I hope na nagets natin yung paggagamit ng add powers of sine and cosine. So, another example, okay, so our next example here, evaluate naman the integral of sine cube x cosine raised to 5x dx. So, what we are, kung papansinin nyo, m and n are both odd. So, di ba, m is 3, n is 5, both of them are odd, positive odd integers. So, pasok silang dalawa. Any of them, pwede natin na i-transform. So, ang